Trivia question. The year is 2030. No, the year is 2023. It's 2 months from now.
Yeah.
And I say, trivia question, Trev. Which player got the largest free agent contract in Tampa Bay Rays history?
Oh, he raised his hand.
Trev raised his hand. That's correct.
Yes.
The largest free agent contract in Tampa Bay Rays history. Now, they did sign Longoria, our guy, for like $100 million, but that was an extension.
And Wander, same deal.
Yes. But this is like a guy they said, hey, come hither, who wasn't already there. Big deal.
I'm so curious to see what they're going to do with our guy Eflin, because
I hope they don't hurt him.
They have something that they want to do with him. He's a guy, he's got a lot of pitches. He has good control, doesn't miss a lot of bats, but I'm guessing they've found some things in their numbers that they're going to say, you can probably miss bats if you do this. So
he should have a clause in his contract that says, if you hurt me, I get double the money.
Remember I told you they do it's a thing called shelbow in Tampa, shoulder elbow, and it's the worst thing. I got in trouble because I didn't want to do it. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, they're going to take this guy. They're going to change up his pitch mix. They're going to change up maybe his arm slot or his location. They're going to do something with him, and I'm curious to see what it is. I'm happy for him. I actually already texted him and said congratulations, and he's having a great time.
What did he say?
What
did he say? He said,
thanks.
I was told not to talk to you.
Yeah. I just got a new phone.
Actually, I can't talk to you. They said you don't do Shelbo.
I know the clouds backed up your phone for 5 years, but I just got a new one.
Shelbo is a character in The Little Mermaid.
Really?
Yep.
New one or old one?
Looks like the old one. Little turtle dude.
Oh, that guy's got big Jake energy.
He does, yeah. Like wiener turtle looking dude.
Eflin. Good for him.
Unless they hurt him.
Like you said, Trev, interested to see what they tap into. Is it that loopy curveball? Do they want more of that? Do they want more of the four-seamer? Those both graded out pretty well last year.
Who's the last Tampa Bay pitcher to leave the team healthy?
Does Kluber count?
David Price.
Price, probably a good one, yeah. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
A couple moons ago.
There's been articles about this where players are like, I know I probably
shoulder elbow. Stop doing that shit.
Like, I know I'm probably going to get hurt, but I know they're going to tap into me really good for a little bit.
Hey, baby.
Like, I forget who said that.
For all my FIP people out there, Eflin's FIP has been better than his ERA the past couple years. I mean, when you do Phillies defense multiplied by that ballpark, there's a formula there that the Rays love playing.
Is it multiplied by the ballpark, or is it divided by the ballpark?
Yeah. And for the Rays, they love playing good defense everywhere, except last year. But I would assume they changed that because I think that was part of the reason they weren't as successful. And, yeah, ballpark factor, all of that. What are they going to tap into? Eflin, for a free agent, is pretty young. He turns 29 in April. So they're kind of getting, some really what should be really good years out of him. He doesn't have a ton of mileage. I mean, 2020, he's only got one full season as a starter, not to be rude to him. And, I mean, I think worst case, we saw him kick to the bullpen and be nasty, and I think the Rays will, if it's not fully clicking, you even have that as an option, which is nice. But, yeah, it's pretty wild that here we are in 2022. Rays have given out a couple big boy extensions, Wander. Basically Wander. And they signed Zach Eflin. So I don't know. Every time they talk about this, I end up saying, like, when are the Rays going to move to Nashville or something?
I just thought about this from a Yankees perspective. We're going to face Eflin a lot now.
Okay, bingo.
Does that worry us?
I mean, if they tap into him and make him really good, yeah.
Well, they can sign a homeless guy and I'd be worried about that.
Right. That's the whole deal.
Arguably more worried.
Also going to face Gibby a lot, who signed with the with the Orioles. They just showed him a picture of the ballpark, and he was like, yup. Last couple places didn't look like that.
No.
That sounds nice.
happy for Gibby. He's going to end up playing like 20 years in the show, and hopefully he stays our correspondent with all things Labor Pod related.
Yes.
He's getting kind of big time now. This will be his 10th year. He's got 9 full years in the show already. As he goes into this one, he'll have over 10, which is the benchmark. And solid guy, stand-up guy. We always tell you there's a few guys you have to root for. One of them is Kyle Gibson.
Did you send him a text?
Phillies pitchers just getting paid off.
Did you send him a text yet?
I haven't.
Trav.
How crazy is that?
Can you ask Gibby if this is the most Kyles he's ever had on team? Because you got Kyle Stowers, Kyle Bradish, kind of Bradish, and Kyle Gibson. And you got 2 Tylers, which is Y-L-E, Isle in the middle there. So
I'm going to tell him this. He's a ginger, like Kyle Gibson. And with the orange and the uniform, we'll see how it plays. Justin Turner had to get out of there.
Yeah.
And then became, obviously, an incredible player. He got rid of the Mets who have orange, the Orioles who have orange. Now the Dodgers.
He's got like a ginger face, but his hair isn't.
Gibby?
Yeah.
You got to get up close and personal with him.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to pop.
I think he's got ginger like peach fuzz.
I was just going to say maybe it's not going to pop with the uniform, but maybe it super pops for the first time with the uniform.
Why do you think Dylan Bundy's so miserable? Dylan Bundy's played for nothing but teams that dressed him up like a clown for his first 2 years.
Dylan Bundy.
I mean, the Orioles and the Angels
fight me.
just basically matched his face. Finally went to the Twins. It was like, can I get a uniform that doesn't make me look like, Violet? What's her name from Willy Wonka? Voluptuous.
Baseball.
But the red version of her, not Violet.
I just typed in Violet, the baseball reference.
Anybody come up?
Want to see Bundy. Is he a free agent? Where's he going to be?
Why are you looking at him?
I don't know.
Don't be mean.
I'm not being mean. He's had a good past couple years.
Okay, Miguel Cabrera's retiring after the 2023 season. Bryan Reynolds asked for a trade. He said, Pirates, I'd like to be traded. The Pirates
They had a good counter.
The Pirates had a really good response to the media. They said, that's not going to affect what we do it anyway.
We really want our star switch hitting center fielder. So
yeah. I think it might affect. Here's what I think is happening with that whole situation. One, I'm happy he said it. Players have zero leverage in that, have no control. Maybe this forces the hand a little bit. Obviously, he doesn't like the way where the team is. He's a good player. He wants to play somewhere good. Also, they've offered him a deal. Maybe this is another way to try to gain some leverage in those negotiations, saying like, look, if you want me, like you're going to have to do something more than you've offered me, or I'm going to play my rest of my time here and I'm out. So it's not nothing. I understand that like you can't do it. Baseball's not like basketball. It doesn't work that way, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah, I mean the only other thing there is the Pirates. I think either way they come out with that statement, because if you're trying to keep a guy's value, knowing that he's refusing to play for you is bad. And I mean Bryan Reynolds, he's a Vandy guy, so he didn't even say refuse to play. He's just like I'd rather not be here. He probably know what it was. I think I saw him at Reds Fest, and he heard all those good quotes, and he's like, I gotta get to Cincy.
Is
man.
Cincy the new Pittsburgh?
The Pittsburgh of the West, they call it.